Let the number increase.
Okay, I think we are live.
Yeah, it's okay then.
Sorry. Let me check the page.
Let the number
Yeah.
increase.
Okay. I think we are live.
Yeah, it's
Right.
Good evening, students. I hope all of you had a good day today. So now let's start our session. Uh, like before we start our session, I have some instructions to be to for you. When I ask you if you have understood something, or if I ask any question, and if you want to respond to me, let's have the reaction. You can use the reactions to respond to me. You can just give a thumbs up. You can use the thumbs up. Or and if there are any questions, we will give you time after my presentation for questions. And the chat box will be closed for now, for till my presentation is over. And once my presentation is done, we will turn on the chat box. And students, whoever have questions, please don't interrupt during the presentation. You can note the questions and ask me when we have a question round. Fine, students. Is this clear to everyone? Yes, I can see some thumbs ups. Okay. Now shall we start with the session? Yeah. So you all know that, thank you for registering for a JMT Junior Make-a-thon. And here in JMT, we have two categories, juniors and seniors. And for juniors and seniors, we have different challenge themes, but the process remains the same. And who are eligible for juniors and who are eligible for seniors? The grade 6 to grade 8 students are eligible for juniors, and for seniors grade 9 to grade 12 students are eligible for seniors. And we are accepting groups of 3. Maximum in a group is 3, minimum can be 1. So these are the groups, categories which we have. And the themes, what are the themes for juniors and seniors? For juniors, it is disasters and natural calamities, prediction, rescue, and recovery. So for juniors, you will be having 10 personas, 10 personas which was already shared with you or with your coordinators over an email. You can go and check back the personas. There are 10 personas related to disasters and natural calamities, like any disaster, any natural calamities or disasters which has happened earlier or in recent times. There are 10 different personas on that. You can either build your solution on predicting those disasters or natural calamities, or in rescuing those, or in finding a solution which can recover which can be recovered with minimal losses. So this is the theme for juniors. And for seniors, we have urban mega cities. With the improvement in technology, we are daily we are daily the technology is advancing, and there are many challenges and opportunities which are being created for us. So the higher students, the seniors, will be working on urban mega cities challenges and opportunities. So each category will have 10 different personas, and you have to choose any one persona out of these 10, and you will be going ahead with the process. And what is the persona? Persona is nothing but a challenge statement, but we have given the persona is nothing but a challenge statement, but we are giving a person who is facing that challenge for you to understand and connect easily. We are giving a fictional person. So the person here, the person which we are giving in this personas will be fictional, but you can find those person in your real life to interview and do your immersion process. Next, what to do with the challenge? So how is this challenge conducted? We have two phases in this challenge. Phase 1 is immersion and ideation, and phase 2 is prototyping. In phase 1, all the students who have registered can participate in phase 1. And for phase 2, the students who are being shortlisted from phase 1 will be attending phase 2, will go through phase 2 of this challenge. In phase 1, the students will be going through immersion and ideation. In immersion, they will do research, conduct interviews, and whatever information or whatever data you have collected, you will analyze it and come to your own problem definition. And after defining the problem, you will do ideation. Ideation is nothing but you will generate ideas, and from those ideas, you will be shortlisting any one idea which you feel will be the perfect solution for the problem or the persona you have chosen. And after you send these details, after you complete immersion and ideation, on December 2nd is the submission for this ideas of yours to us. Now, on December 2nd, you will be submitting this. Once you submit it, we will be there is a team who will be evaluating all your solutions, all your ideas, and they will be shortlisting 24 teams for the next round, which is prototyping round. Out of these 24 teams, 12 teams will be from juniors and 12 teams will be from seniors. And this prototyping happens at IIT Madras, and we will be giving you the training and material for doing your prototype at IIT Madras. So this is about the process. First, phase one is immersion and ideation, and phase two is prototyping. I hope everybody understood till here the process, what are junior category, senior category, and everything. And can all of you give me a thumbs up if you have understood this? Okay. Next. Now, you might be worried what is this immersion, what is this ideation, and what is prototyping, but don't worry about it. We are going to do only one step now, which is immersion. We will be working on this webinar is fully about immersion, and you will be working on immersion phase till 17th of this month. On 17th November, you will be working on immersion, and on 18th, you will be having another webinar where there is an explanation on ideation phase, and you can think about the other steps, but now your focus will mainly be on the first step of this process, which is immersion. And what is immersion? Immersion is like you will be trying to understand the persona, the person who is going through the problem, by immersing into by research, by engaging with your personas, or by observing your personas, or by acting as your personas and putting yourselves in their shoes. You will be understanding and collecting data about your personas in immersion phase. So we have three shortcuts for immersion, which is try. First one is try, where you will be trying yourself, you will be putting yourselves in the shoes of the persona and understand what kind of problems or what kind of hurdles, the pains and inconveniences they will be facing. You will act as your persona, and you will actually find out what are the problems or what are the inconveniences your persona is going through. Like for an example, if there is a person who is physically handicapped in your school and who will be navigating through the school in wheelchair, you will never understand what are the problems that physically handicapped student is going through in navigating through the school. So one day, if you can experience as your physically handicapped friend sitting in the wheelchair and navigating through the school campus, you might understand that maybe it is very difficult for that person to climb the stairs, because through a wheelchair it is very difficult to climb the stairs, or he is feeling it very difficult to travel from one block to the other block where there are more uneven surfaces. So all these problems you might understand only when you also experience like your persona by sitting in this example, by sitting in the wheelchair. So you will try wherever it is possible. You can try to act as your persona, or you can also play role plays. Role plays in understanding your persona better. But in few cases like natural calamities or disasters, you might not recreate a natural calamity. So there we may not use this process, which is immersion try. And next shortcut is look, observation. You will be observing your persona from a distance. You will not be disturbing your persona, or you will not even act as your persona. You will just observe in what kind of environments your persona is interacting with, or how is her surroundings, whom are the people she is interacting on daily basis, and everything you observe from a distance. That is look, like immersion look. Like for an example, in a supermarket, there might be a particular item which is not being sold. You have gone to the supermarket today, like you have gone today and seen that it is not so, it wasn't sold. And you would have gone a week earlier, it was still the same in the same place. Maybe at that times you look and understand the people are coming, seeing the product and putting it there and going away. Then by observation you understand that people are not liking the product, so that product should be changed, or something like that. You understand through your look, I mean by observing the what is happening there. And next one is immersion ask. Now you will be interacting with your persona and asking them some questions, like what were their experiences, how did they go through the problem, which has happened. So you have questionnaires or interviews, or you also give some surveys to the people in the locality and understand their problems by engaging with the people. Like for example, if there is a any natural calamity or floods happening, our people, I mean the bigger people, all of us go help them, talk to them what are the problems, what are their needs, and we also supply those material to those people. So like that, it is like engaging with the people and understanding their pain, or their pain points, or the problems which they are going through. That is like through engagement. So we have a few shortcuts for immersion. One is, first you research on the problem, like you try to find out all the papers or what are all available on the internet. You try to, or books or anywhere, you try to understand the problem by gathering more information on that. And next is try, you put yourselves in the shoes of the persona and understand what are they going through. And look, by observing your persona and the environment and the surroundings of the persona, you understand what they're going through. And by interacting with the persona, by engaging with them, you understand what they're going through. So these are the four things where what you can do during immersion phase. To just better understand all these, I'll just explain this with an example. Like the problem statement is, students find the school bus ride uncomfortable. It is a very simple problem statement which says that students find the school bus ride uncomfortable. Now, like when you try yourself, you are also taking the ride along with the students, and you understand that you sit in different places. At times you sit in the front, and at times you sit at the back, and at times you sit in the middle, or like on your left side, on your right side, and you experience everything what the students are going through. And you personally feel the comfort and the weather conditions, and why the students are feeling discomfort. You will try, you'll try like how the students are trying it. And next is look. The next time you just observe how the students are behaving in the bus. What are the preferences, their seating preferences, and how clean or how neat the bus is, and what are the temperature control in the bus, and in which route the bus is navigating. Is it going through a more traffic place, or is it going in a shortcut, is it taking a long route? Everything you observe. You don't interact with anybody, or you're not trying anything, you're just observing what is happening with the bus. Next, by asking, by engaging, now you will engage, you'll conduct one-on-one interviews with the students, and you also talk to the bus drivers and asking why the students are feeling discomfort. Have they complained something to you? Like, what is your observation on students feeling discomfort in the journey? So you ask the drivers, and you also ask the parents. You will talk to the different stakeholders, and you will understand with through engagement, you're understanding what are the problems, like depend on other people's opinion, what are the problems the students are facing. And next, so this, we are immersing by putting ourselves in the shoes of the students, like taking a ride along with them. And we are observing the cleanliness, the surroundings, the cleanliness of the bus, the surroundings, and the way the routes the bus is taking. And we also interact with people. And now we have gathered the points which we require, like we gather all the points which we require. After this, we have to find out the root cause of the problem. Why to find the root cause of the problem? So we have to find out the root cause, because instead of solving the problem instead of solving the actual problem, we shouldn't just solve the problem on the peripheral, like just solving one of the problems of it. Like for example, in the same bus example, if you have taken, maybe the seats are not comfortable, and that's why you just change the seats, and then you feel that my solution is good and now the students will enjoy. But maybe there is another problem also involved in it, which we did not consider. So that is why finding the root cause of the problem is more important, and save resources. Instead of wasting time, we will be finding the solution in very less time, and prevent reoccurrences. Like you will stop the problem from happening again. You are just stopping this problem will not occur again, and leads to more effective and lasting improvements, and provides a thorough understanding of the problem, guiding better design decisions. So by finding the root cause, you will be able to find a better solution, and which is effective and which will be helpful for for the user. That is the reason we have to find the root cause of the problem, for not just solving the symptoms, but solving the actual problem within short time, and with effective solutions. And how to find the root cause? To find the root cause, you can ask as many questions, as many why questions as possible, to understand what is the root cause of the problem. For example, why is the classroom floor dirty? It is a very simple problem, that why is the classroom floor dirty? Maybe the students are tracking mud inside. Why are the students tracking mud inside? Because they are not wiping their feet before entering. Why are they not wiping their feet before entering? Because there's no doormat. Why is there no doormat? Because the school has not provided. Why hasn't the school provided one? Because nobody requested for it. Now, in this problem, if you see the solution, I mean, the root cause is very simple. Nobody has requested for the doormats. That's why the school has not provided. But if you go request the school, maybe the school is providing the doormat, and that the solution is very simple. It's just that you put a requisition to the school asking for doormats. So if we find the root cause, the solution may be a very simple one for your solution also. Though the problem seems very complex and very big, but the solution will be very simple, like this example I have shown. And after you finish gathering all your information, I mean, all the data in related to your persona, and finding the root cause, next, you will brainstorm with your team members. Now, you will be analyzing the data which you have gathered from all your research, your engagement with the personas, like your observations. You will gather all those points. Now, you will sit with your team members, and you will list down all the points which you feel are important for for generating ideas. maybe each of your team members might be having a different perspective. Like I might have a different perspective and the team member of mine might have a different perspective. So sit, discuss, and then come to a common understanding and highlight all the points which you feel are important for solving your problem. Like highlight all the points, and like you can come to a, as I told, you can come to a common understanding, highlight the points for generating more ideas and for finding an effective solution. Next, we have to, once you do the research, collect the data, analyze the data, now redefine the problem in your own words. So, what is redefining the problem in your own words is, like for the bus example we have taken, our problem statement was just the students are feeling uncomfortable in the bus ride. But after my research, after my engagement with the persona and observation, I feel that students experience discomfort on the school bus due to poor seating, inconsistent temperature control, long travel times, chaotic behavior, and safety concerns. I might have observed a lot of points, but I feel these are the points which are important for me to solve the problem. So that's why I am redefining the problem with my in my own words by telling that poor seating, inconsistent temperature control, long travel times, chaotic behavior, and safety concerns. Now I will build a solution depending upon my own problem statement. So, with this, we will be completing the first step of phase one, which is immersion. So, we want all the students to, in this phase, in immersion phase, please don't think about the don't think about the solutions. You will be focusing only on understanding the persona. You have to go in deep, like I told about the five eyes method. Whatever research you are doing, ask why until and unless you get a proper answer to it. Keep questioning whys, and when you are have as many interactions as possible with the people, and even observe people silently. You can also do role plays for understanding the persona, for understanding your what your persona is going through. So try to collect as much as information as possible to do better your solution. Please don't think about any solution. Just think about the personas now and gathering more information about it. So for 5 minutes, I will take questions from the group. Can like only 5 questions. Let's not waste more time because there's something else, another PPT which I have to explain. So I'll ask them. Yeah. Ashrit Kumar, can you please unmute yourself and ask the question?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, Ashrit.
What is persona, ma'am? Exactly, what is the meaning of persona?
Yeah, persona is a fictional character. It is, you'll have problem statements, right? Usually in any competitions, you will be given problem statements to solve, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Instead of just giving the problem statement, we have put a fictional character telling that this person is facing this problem, so that you can also relate and connect to it. You will also go in search of a person who is facing that problem in your locality or in the people whom you know. You can just you can think about it in that way. Like we are just putting a person so that you will get connected to it.
Yeah.
They will be your user.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Did I answer your question, Ashrit?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. And Dhruti Reddy,
Good evening, ma'am. I have a question can we take our own personas or should we use the ones which were given in the mail?
you have to select one of the personas in the mail. Like whatever we have sent in the mail, we have given 10 personas. You can select one among those.
Okay, ma'am. And I have another question. So, like
Yes.
you said, 24 teams would be selected for the phase two. Would it be 24 for each, like senior, 24 for juniors and 24 for seniors?
It is 12 for seniors, 12 for juniors.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Students, while I'm answering others' questions, in case if you also had the same question, and if I have answered it already, please lower your hand. Saudamini Pulla, can you please ask your question?
Yes, ma'am. It's a doubt from both my end and from my team's end.
Yes, please.
Where are we supposed to paste the information gathered by us?
Yeah, I have another PPT. There's another template where I'll present that also. If you have any doubts in the process of immersion, you can ask me that. After I present the other PPT, you can ask me questions on that.
Okay, ma'am. Another doubt from my side.
Yeah.
For the juniors, can we do all three of them, as in like prediction, rescue, and recovery?
See, there are 10 personas. You
Yes,
have
ma'am.
another 10 personas.
Yes, ma'am.
Depending upon, you can choose any one. Depending upon your persona, if you feel you want to develop prediction, rescue, and recovery, you can go ahead.
Can we choose like more than one persona depending upon the situation?
You will not have time to choose more than one persona. I mean, you will not have time to work on
Uh,
more than one persona. So we
okay.
would suggest do only one persona.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, Keshika. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but Keshika. Okay.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, hi.
I didn't understand looks.
What is? What
Look,
did you understand?
looks.
Look. So in look, what you're doing is you're just observing your persona. Like you're observing in what kind of environment they are in, and whom are they interacting in their daily basis, and what are their routine, what is their routine. So all these you just observe from your persona.
Okay, ma'am. Then also, ma'am, we have 4 team members. Is it okay?
No, we have told like three is the maximum.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome. I think I've disappointed you, but sorry, we have three as the maximum.
Okay, it's okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Anu's iPhone, can you please unmute and ask your question? And this will be the last question I'll be taking. I have another presentation to present for you guys. After that, I'll take other questions.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Anu?
Ma'am, actually, I didn't understand what immersion was.
Okay.
And there's another doubt. First, could you explain me what was immersion?
Immersion is nothing but you are trying to collect as much of information as possible about your persona. Like the person who is going through that problem, you're going to collect as much as information about that person. For example, you know your mother in and out, right? Like
Yes, ma'am.
you have been living with your mother from the time of your birth. Like that, you have to try to understand the person in this problem, like the persona, in that way, not till that extent, but you have to try to understand that person, like what is her daily need, like what does she do, and what are the problems she is facing through, what kind of a person she is. So everything you have to try, you have to do a research. You can either do a research in understanding that person, like by searching the articles, by searching any papers like where you understand about them, or you can also you can also observe if there is a person who is facing the same problem. You can observe them. So you can do all these. This is immersion, like which I have explained. Like you can try, like you can also act as your persona and understand what kind of problems they'll be going through. You can observe your persona's environment and your persona, and you can also interact with your persona to understand what they are going through, or to understand what your persona is about.
Ma'am, so basically it's just about researching about the persona.
Yes. It's like research and interaction. You might also interact with your persona, and it is basically understanding about your persona. You'll understand your persona, how much you can how much depth of research you have to do to understand your persona.
Oh, and ma'am,
Yeah.
was this session the same session as the yesterday's one?
Yes, this is the same session which I have been taking from Monday. Because of the scheduling issues, we have asked the students, I mean, students who have scheduling issues. So we have given more slots so that more number of students can join and understand what immersion is.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And now, students, we'll stop the questions for now, and I'll take it after my other presentation. I have given you the idea about what you're supposed to do in this phase, like in this step, which is immersion. Now we have designed a template where we want you to submit your, where we want you to submit your solutions, the ideas, not the solutions, the ideas in this format. Now for immersion, we want you to mention your category challenge, the persona which you have chosen, and the school name, city, team name, and the team member's name. In the first page, this is what we are expecting. And next page, we want you to stick, you can, the persona which you have chosen out of the 10 personas which we have given to you. The persona which you have chosen, you have to either take a screenshot of the persona where we have given that 10 personas. You can take a screenshot of it and paste it here. And why did you choose choose this particular persona? Like what made you choose this persona? You have to write in your own words in within 5 lines. Like were you feeling connected to that persona, or did you all face such a kind of problem in your earlier, or in your family did somebody face such kind of problem? You can just write down in your in less than 5 lines why you chose that persona. Next, after that, depth of immersion. As I told you, you have to do research. Like you can give the link, like we want you to find articles, papers, or videos, whatever you have watched. Put all these links on a on a document, on a Word document, and you can give that link for us here. You can upload all these, like you can just give the references, whatever you have referred to in finding and in understanding your persona. You can just give all the reference links and write a summary, like what you have understood about your persona from all the research you have done. Write a summary about it and give the reference links of all those in a folder. Put it in a folder and share that folder link with us. And next, the interviews which you will be engaging with the people who have affected with the problem, or you might also engage with the people who are experts in that field, who have gone through and who are involved in that problem, or who has seen that problem very close by. So you can just do interviews, you can have interactions with them. And the interviews, whatever you're doing, you have to record those interviews and then send it to us. You can record, you can also find audio files. These interviews can happen in your native language, but when you're sending it to us, please add captions to it in English. Okay. And next is experiences, like whatever experiences they have gone through, what experiences you felt while going through all these research, interviews, and everything. The experiences, you can also have a role play. Even that role play can be given to us. The role play which I was talking about to understand your persona. That also, if you have done, take a video of it and give the links here. So, on the whole, your evaluation criteria for the second round will depend upon the depth of immersion, like how much of research, engagement, and trying yourself, like putting yourselves in the shoes of persona you're doing, that how depth you're going into it. You will be promoted, you will be shortlisted for the next round. It depends upon the depth of the immersion which you're doing. And next is once you collect all the information regarding your person, I mean, related to your persona, you will analyze all the points which you have collected. And out of all the point data you have gathered, you can highlight 7 points, 7 most important points which you feel are important. You can list down all those 7 points which you feel will help you generate solutions or generate more ideas. You have to list down all those 7 points. Next, as I told, you will be redefining the problem statement depending upon the research you have done, the analysis you have done. You will combine both and rewrite the problem statement in your own words, which would help you to solve the problem or get an idea for your problem. Students, with this is the format which we are expecting the students to submit to us. Now there were many questions yesterday on this telling that, ma'am, can we add more slides to this, or can we add any other different background? You can customize this PPT the way you like it. The only thing we want from you is we want these 4 slides from you. Why was the persona chosen? Why is this persona chosen? And the depth of immersion, analysis from immersion, and problem definition. These 4 slides we want it for sure. And after that, if you are giving us additional information about anything, or if you want to add any videos or any animation to your slides, or any effects to your slides, please feel free to do it. You can even change the background of the slides. You can do whatever you want, but these are the 4 slides which we are expecting from you for the step immersion. After this, there is another webinar on 18th of November, where you will be having a in-depth session about ideation, where I'll be explaining about ideation, and we will add more slides to the same PPT, I mean to the same template. You can submit those to us on December 2nd. The immersion and ideation together will be you will be submitting together on December 2nd. So with this, I am done with my presentation. I will take questions again. I can see some hands raised up. So I'll just ask Varun, can you please unmute yourself and ask the question?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening, Varun.
Ma'am, my doubt is that in the bibliography, can we use like AI for doing some writing work of a project?
What, like in this immersion phase, for what all will you use AI for? Because in this it is more like the action which you will be doing, right? You have to go understand about the people, you have to understand about the persona whom you're choosing. So it is more your effort will be there, right? Your AI can help with some research papers and all, like which was there earlier, but what other help are you planning to take?
Ma'am, that's it, ma'am. I won't. Well, I would like to take help of AI for enhancing the problem definition and all sorts of.
Yeah, but it depends upon how much of I mean, your problem definition also. If you have done a very if you have done a very full research and everything, it will be very easy for you to redefine your problem. If you put AI to redefine your problem, but you will not have a proper solution to it. So
Okay,
I
ma'am.
would suggest do all the research. Then it'll, if you do the research and find out all the points which are necessary for finding your solution, you will not take the help of AI. Trust me. The research, I mean, the immersion phase is very important for finding your solution. Once you are thorough with your immersion phase, your solution, you will find your solution in no time. Okay. For any
Ma'am.
enhancements, you might be using I mean AI, but yeah, limit it to as much as
Okay, ma'am, and one more question. So, in case if we can't find anyone to interview, could we take some online video sources and refer it in a project?
You can, and you can also ask people online for online interviews. If you have people or friends where you can get it from other part of your, not from your city, they're in another city, and if you want to take interviews, you can do that also. You can
Okay,
also
ma'am.
do a proper research about your persona, and you can have a online, I mean, if one person acting as your persona, and you can have interviews and understand more about them. So anything is fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. And next, oh sorry. Next, Hasini.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, for the interviews, ma'am, like
Yes.
if the person is not like comfortable to show their faces in all these videos and things, like can we just have an online meet with them and put only the like the video of the meet, but not the person like in
Like,
person?
yeah, that is fine. Like if their, but their audio will be recorded, right? We want the audio
Yeah.
at least. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
that's fine. And we want that audio file to be uploaded.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
And if
yeah.
we all like are not like if we don't have any possibilities, like three of our teammates together like work on a same like a person, can we do separate interviews and add them all?
It would be good if all three of you are doing interviews together, so that all, see, a point which I tell, you might interrupt in a different way, and your teammates can interrupt in a different way. It would be better,
Mhm.
and this is a team activity. We would prefer students, I mean, you working as a team, you interviewing people also as a team, like interviewing
Yes,
people
ma'am.
from different places. You three of you can travel to that place in your city and interview them.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome. And next question. I have to just call 1 minute. Purvik Gowda.
Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
doubt. When would we get the templates to design?
This template we will be sending it to you through email tomorrow. And the personas were already shared with you. In case if you have not checked your emails, please check the emails. Or if your school coordinators, like if your teachers have registered on behalf of you, please check with your coordinators. They would have, please check with your teachers. They would have received the personas.
Yeah, I had got the persona and all. Just for
Very good.
waiting for templates. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this template will be sending it to you tomorrow. The emails will be sent to the contact person. Someone is asking me in the chat box. The emails are already sent to the contact person. You can check with your contact person in case if the contact person has not received. If you have any queries, please write your queries to createforindia@gmail.com. If anyone has any queries after the session or something, please write your queries to createforindia@gmail.com. And Sricharan, can you please unmute and ask whatever question you have?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, by when should we submit the PPTs to you?
The PPT you will be submitting to us on 2nd December. We will send you how to submit. I mean, a Google form will be sent to all the people. You can submit it through Google Forms to us. But now till 17th, you will just be working on immersion.
Okay, and what's the format, ma'am?
The same. Now I have just, the PPT which which I'm presenting is the template for immersion.
Not about the
Sorry.
PPT, ma'am, but about the immersion.
Yeah, immersion. I just explained everything about immersion, right?
Uh, it wasn't, I mean, the network wasn't good, so I didn't listen.
Yeah, we have recorded this session. So we will be putting this on YouTube, and that link you can follow our Kriya Learning page, and the link also will be sent to you tomorrow. For any updates or anything, you can follow our Kriya Learning channel, which is posted in the chat box. And if the link of this recorded session will also be shared with all of you through emails.
Okay, ma'am. And last doubt, in which language should we conduct the interview?
It can be in your native language, but when you're submitting to us, please add subtitles to it. I mean, captions to it.
Okay. Okay. Done. Thanks.
Yeah, one of them is asking that both immersion and ideation should be in the same PPT. Yes, immersion and ideation, you will be submitting in the same PPT to the same PPT which is being displayed to you. In this PPT only, we will add more slides for immersion. I mean ideation, and after you do ideation, you will be submitting both immersion plus ideation to us. I think Sri Charan has completed asking his question just now. Sai Nitin,
Good evening, ma'am.
good evening.
I have a doubt, ma'am. For example, there was a persona and a problem that states about fossil fuel.
Hmm.
How can we conduct interviews? How can we
Hmm.
conduct interviews, do documentaries, and do surveys, ma'am? Considering that I'm living here.
Yeah, if it is regarding fossil fuels or something, you can have
Delhi,
interviews
ma'am.
with the person. Sorry.
In Delhi, ma'am.
No, it see, we have given something like Delhi as a just it is you need not go to Delhi and do the interviews for sure. You can find out a person who is facing similar kind of problems within your area, or see if it is about pollution. I think if you're talking about fossil fuels, you're talking about the I mean the fossil fuels are being spent a lot and you'll not have the fuel in future, isn't it? That is the person you're talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you talk to people. There are many people who are spending a lot of money on fuels, and talk to different kinds of people. What are they feeling? Should there be any replacement in the fuel? So those kind of I mean engagements you can have with people, like questionnaires, having surveys, like what can be done. That kind of interaction you can have.
Okay, ma'am. And just one last doubt.
Yes.
There was, and while doing research,
Yeah.
there are two kinds of research, ma'am. One that can be found on articles. For example, there was once again another persona that states that in a nuclear family, one persona is being very attached to plants.
Yes. Yes.
Plant. So there are two types of research, ma'am. One is like you can say that psychology has shown that when a person is missing away from something, they tend to get attached to something else. Should I
Okay.
include all those?
See, whatever for the person for the same example you're telling, there might be a person who is very much attached to the plants. Maybe for me, I might be seeing it in a different way. You're telling that maybe I'll be seeing the psychological problem of that person, but some other like you are seeing it as a psychological problem of that person, but I'll be seeing that the plants are not growing. So should I, how can I mean what kind of research I can make in making the plants grow? So the problem which you're choosing also depends upon your own research. If you are if you feel that solving her psychological problem is important, you can go in that way. Or if you feel that making the plants grow and making her more happy is more important, you can do the research in this way, like how to grow plants and how to solve her problem. Did I answer your question, Nitin?
Yes, ma'am. So in
Yeah.
that aspect, if I look, can I find numerical statistics or points with respect to well-known published articles and posted?
You can find anything. The students, please understand this. Any problem, there is nothing like right or wrong in whatever research you are doing. The research you will be doing, like you might collect a lot of data, but all that data which you have collected will not be, may not be helpful for finding your solution. So please don't think that maybe the research which I'm doing is wrong. Please don't have those inhibitions. Whatever you're doing, just collect the data and finally sit with your teammates and understand what kind of problem you want to solve for your persona.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
there might be 100 problems for your persona. When during your research, you might find out that there are other related problems for your persona. So you can sit with your team members and choose which one to which one to solve for them.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, I'm sorry, Arav Jain, can you please unmute?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I have a doubt. So,
Hmm.
can I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Who is this? Akshara's iPhone. Okay, Akshara.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what's the evaluation criteria and disqualification criteria?
So evaluation criteria is as I told, the depth of immersion you do, how much research you are doing, how much information you are gathering about your persona, how depth you understand your persona. All these are your evaluation criteria. Like if you are going as depth as possible in finding out the information about your persona and analyzing those points. So depending upon that, we will be evaluating. And disqualifying is something like when we ask you to do the immersion and everything, if you're just going typing on Google and getting the first 5 links of Google and just giving it off to us, no, for those students will be disqualified. We want you to do the immersion process in depth as possible. And we want the videos which we asked for. All these is important. So did I answer your question, Akshara?
Yes, ma'am, you did.
Yeah.
And yeah, one more question, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, are there any like particular like essential thing that we must do? Like these are important and all for the immersion phase.
Yeah, I think I have already told the template which I'm telling. This template, whatever is there in this template, these 4 slides, these 4 slides are very important. We are expecting all of you to submit this to us.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ashrit Cherukuri.
Yeah, ma'am. If I may, I'd like to ask a question that
Yes.
is might not be related to what you told us, but this is like a
Hmm.
personal doubt from my side.
Hmm.
May I know what is the objective of the Make-a-thon?
Objective of the Make-a-thon is I might not be the right person to answer this, but yeah, Make-a-thon is encouraging the young minds to make a working models, the culture of making and building solutions for the real world problems.
Got it, ma'am. Thank
Yeah,
you, ma'am.
like building that culture in young minds.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome. And Vivin, students, whoever have asked the questions, please lower your hand.
Ma'am, my question was that where we have to submit our like immersion project.
Immersion project you will not be submitting. You will be submitting immersion and ideation together on December 2nd. We will send the links for submitting.
So ma'am, like we have to hold our research till 17 in a PDF.
Yeah, you can do your research, your interviews and everything till 17th. You have time till 17th to do your research, like do interviews, like interviewing people, engaging with your personas and everything. You have time till 17th of this month. And after that, you will be working on ideation phase. Vivin, did I answer your question? Yeah. Okay. And GS Darun?
Ma'am, I have one doubt, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, problem definition.
Yes.
That one I have doubt, ma'am.
Oh, problem definition. Now, we have already given you the personas. Now, that persona is a common problem statement. Now, after your research and analyzing, after your immersion process and analyzing from immersion and what are the points you have gathered from your immersion, now you will redefine your problem in your own words. Like the example which I showed, we just earlier the problem was just that the students are finding it discomfortable while traveling in school bus. That was the problem. But after my immersion into that problem, I understood that the bus seats weren't comfortable. I have redefined the problem by adding the points which I have gone through my immersion, like the analysis which I have done through my immersion. I am just adding those points and redefining my problem statement as students experience discomfort on the bus due to poor seating, inconsistent temperature control, long travel times, chaotic behavior, and safety concerns. So I am adding whatever I have done the research or my interaction with my persona and everything. I feel that these are all the points why they're feeling discomfort. Now I have to build a solution based on these points.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it, Darun?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next, 1 minute. I'll just check who is there online. Arav Jain.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Arav.
Ma'am, I was asking that how can we actually research more deeply into this problem statement and get the most information we need to make it the best presentation?
So you have to, like we told, all these points, researching, engaging with your people, engaging with your persona, observing your persona. By doing all these, you can get in-depth knowledge about those people. Like the questions, you have to think of what kind of questions you can ask your persona, or what kind of information you can get only by researching. All these you have to think of and make a plan about it and do it.
And ma'am, also in the interviews, do we actually need a video interview or will an audio interview also work?
It depends, like if your persona is ready to give a video interview, that is good. And if they are not willing to show their face, as some of the students asked, it's okay if they can also give a audio interview, but that audio recorded file should be sent to us.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, the in 4 minutes we'll be we'll come to a hard stop. We'll be ending this session. People who have doubts, please write, you can write your doubts at the email which I'm giving in the chat box. createforindia@gmail.com. And whoever wants to refer to this video, to this session, we will be posting this link on our YouTube channel. Please check for the channel and check for the video on our channel. And we'll also be communicating through email. Okay, Rushil, can you please unmute yourself and ask question?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yeah, so what I wanted to ask was, while you were explaining the immersion, you had said we can use the immersion try method. So, like in the example that you gave, the bus, it's easier to try because we can also go on our bus and probably check the
Yeah.
discomfort. But in a different problem, how will we be able to use the immersion try method? For example, like if a persona has a earthquake problem, how will we be
That's
able
what I
to?
told. In national calamities, try may not be possible. And thank you for asking this question, Rushil. So, in all the problems, it is not mandatory that you will be able to immerse yourself, you immerse yourself and try the problem. Only in few cases you will be able to put yourselves in the shoes of your persona and try it. In cases like those, you can observe the places where this earthquake has happened, why it has happened only in those kind of places, what is the condition there. So you can observe there, you can look, you can do research. Or if there's some place where nearby yours, if it has happened, go there and and interact with the people who are working in nearby places. So that kind of thing you can do. It is not mandatory that you have to apply all the three: try, look, and ask in all the problem statements. In few, it might not be possible. Did I answer your question, Rushil? I hope I answered your question. And Natalia
Yes, ma'am, you
Imran,
answered my question.
thank you, Rushil.
Thank
Natalia,
you.
Uh,
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, will this template the one you're showing be sent to us?
Yes, we will be sending the template to you people through emails. You can check if your teachers have registered. I mean, if your teachers are registered, then they will get the email. Or if you have registered directly, you will get the emails to your accounts.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Keshika, do you have any doubt? Because I am seeing you raising your hand from a long time.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand what am I supposed to upload for experience.
Okay. 1 minute. I'm just. So experience, if you have able to feel, like I told you the phase try, right? Like in try, whatever you have understood, what you have experienced, you can write. Like try, or you play a role play, or you can make a simulate. Simulate is like you create that environment and you are able to understand how it has happened. So those kind of things you can write it in experiences. It's
Okay.
explained here. When the PPT is sent to you, maybe you can understand that.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. So I think I'm done with all the questions now. Like students, we are stopping because it's 8 already. Can you please, if you still have more doubts, please write an email to us on createforindia@gmail.com. Okay, someone is asking me to explain depth of immersion. So in the depth of immersion, what we are expecting is I am asking you people to do a research. Like you will be doing a research about your persona. You will be engaging with your persona, like through interviews or anything, you will be engaging with your persona or the people affected by it. So in those cases, whatever research you are doing, whatever interviews you have done, and whatever experiences you have got through this process of immersion, you have to mention all those in research, interviews, and experiences respectively. So that is depth of immersion. We will see if how much of immersion you have done. We will evaluate that. Okay, then thank you, students. Like if you have any questions, please write to createforindia@gmail.com. And with this, we'll end the session. Thank you. Have a good day.